What is something that you would never confess to your family? I'm really happy to only see them once or twice a year due to living 3,000 miles away. I just can't stand them. They all gossip and talk shit and spin their wheels so much you can't even have a normal conversation with any of them. It's all drama and always has been. I never understood how and why I was so depressed my entire life, found escapism through alcohol and partying. Since I've lived across the country I'm sober, have a super awesome family and I barely ever see them. It's great. Yes. My insides scream at family dinners. That my mother, who always said time and time again that she will never turn into her mother ... has turned into her mother. Yikes. That's my biggest fear and my fiancé tells me he sees it happening. Ask him to help you, point out things that make you seem that way and also positive support is good because I assume your mom had some bitterness. My sisters and I have formed a pact. If any of us start exhibiting signs of becoming like our parents, it is the solemn duty of the rest of the sisters to bring the bitch back to reality, or in the event that this fails, execute her. We have all accepted that this is for the greater good. The greater good. No luck catching them killers, then? It's just the one killer, actually. That I am about to fail university. I struggle but can't tell them because they are proud of me. All I want is to feel loved and secure, but I don't feel that in this family. I feel you. I used to smoke meth. I've been clean for 13 years now and they'll never know. Edit, holy shit. Thank you for the golds and F button. To answer a few questions, I smoked for 5 years. I got into a huge fight with my parents and moved to another city so no one really saw me, and this was before Facebook and shit, so there wasn't any gross pics being posted. I got clean with some help, moved back, and made up with my family. I'm running out of excuses on why I won't watch Breaking Bad though. Good job on 13 years clean. That I don't feel like part of the family. I feel like I don't belong and like I am just a substitute for when my brother isn't around. I don't feel respected or wanted. I feel like my girlfriend's family likes me more than they do. And if I had the funds to I would have moved out long ago. And they probably wouldn't have seen or heard from me since, apart from maybe Christmas, and that is only because of my cousins. I was like that, but when my dad realized it, he focused on me much more than my siblings. He has the same shit growing up. He used to be equal to all, but he didn't have much time because of work, so it was just mom and my siblings. My sister and baby brother got most attention unless I did work for anybody in my extended family also. My younger aunt and I almost fooled around when we were kids. We didn't know about each other, and when we both met she was 13, I was 15. As we grew up there was a ton of flirting and sexual tension. It never came to anything, thank God, but we had some intimate conversations around it. Oddly enough, both of us are very close today and have even spoken about how ridiculous the whole thing was. I would never tell my grandmother how much of an idiot I think my uncle is. She buries her head in the sand about him. Edit, I'm probably not your wife, cousin, niece or sister. Thanks for asking. I think you are related to me. Edit, I'm the niece. That I was sexually abused by a friend of my mother's when I was about 7 years old. My brother was by a different person and that is known. There is nothing to be gained. Edit. Thank you guys for your comments and messages, you were as a majority as awesome as I thought you would be. Maybe personally you don't think there's anything to gain, but telling your family and letting whoever did that to you makes it harder for them to do it again to other kids. You didn't deserve what happened to you, and no one else deserves it to happen to them. Even if it's been years, if they are out and free and still have access to kids, it's worth it to say. A family member used to live in our home, groomed me and sexually abused me when I was around 12 years old. Not sure about the age, don't really want to remember. But yeah, I don't think I would ever tell them. I'm not even sure they would believe me. Happened to me when I was in 5th grade by my older sister's boyfriend. I told them when I was an adult and they didn't even pretend to believe me. I told my mother I was molested as a kid when I was an adult. Last year, I was 26, and she basically accused me of making it up. To this day, out of everything in my life, I have never felt more rejected and disappointed than in that moment. I could have seen it coming from a mile away though, so at least I wasn't surprised. Sorry you went through this. There's no way around it, it just fucking sucks. That I accidentally got her, my mom, a non-vegetarian hot dog one time. I just didn't think when I was ordering. She thought it was the best veggie dog ever and had a great night's sleep that night. I will take that to the grave with me. That's how you know the kitchen fucked up your gluten-free order. It tastes too good. Every time I've gotten the best whatever at a restaurant I've paid for it for months. The code for prize clause to work correctly. It depends on the make, but most modern key code ones use factory code 5,318,008. That I handcraft, cast in silicone, nerdy sex toys and pay bills with dong money. Do you have a website? For research. It's under construction since I changed workshop, but I'll PM it to you if you're interested, once it's back up. How sad I am. Almost any of my thoughts, feelings and beliefs on anything. I don't think that's really a bad thing, they don't need to know any of that. Damn. That hit me hard. I also try to appear happy to them, even after going through depression in a point of my life, and even when they are explicitly asking me, are you happy?